Welcome all the sports fans to another edition of Around the Rim. I'm your host, the Dudster, Nestor Dudley. And let me tell you guys something. I think the year was 1967 was the last time that the Hawks lost a game. I am here with Bernaco, Stroud, Jovan, Walcott. The Hawks are 2-0. Gentlemen, welcome to Around the Rim.
Thanks for having us, man.
That's 18 straight games if you count the madness, the big dance.
Yeah.
New year, man. New year.
I know you guys watch, well, you guys certainly better watch the show. I know you guys watched the show last week, and you heard the prediction I did.
I did.
You also heard the prediction that Brad did.
Yeah, Brad doesn't, I don't think Brad has a personal against the Hawks.
He didn't even have you guys going. He had you guys going.
Yeah.
Who did he say was going to win?
Kings.
What's their record? But we're not talking about them. We're talking about the Hawks. This year, we've only had, I think like four regular practice.
Yeah.
And you guys have not missed a beat. You guys graduated a couple of players. You graduated Isaiah Kelly, who's a big weapon. Okay, and you graduated Shane Proctor, who's a beast under the boards. Mm-hmm. And you graduated David Console. But other than that, you guys are basically the same team.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. We lost some height with Shane and Console, but we still got the speed and the
speed kills.
Yeah.
Allie Joseph, you must be talking about that speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kyle White, you have to be talking about that speed.
Yep.
I see Jimmy Shue boogieing up and down that court. You must be talking about him. Andy Perez, Alejandro Barrio, Julius Jonas Saint, Marco Jean Baptiste, Jimmy Kedian, Edwin Yo-Yo, Yusuf Muhammad, Jordan James, and Bernaco, where'd you get Joey Pepe? I like him. He got a swagger that tells me he was born to wear the mustard and red. You thought I was gonna say mustard and ketchup, huh?
I heard that saying last week by somebody, man. But Joey, he was a steal in the draft. He slipped by a lot of teams. He slipped by every team.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, because you guys got the last pick in every round.
Yeah.
So he sure enough did. I mean, I go to the tryouts. I don't even remember seeing the tryouts. And commentating on the game Saturday, who you guys beat Saturday? But so many teams, you guys beat everybody. Who do you guys beat Saturday?
I can't remember.
Yeah, the Sixers.
Yeah,
and so that was the first time I actually got a chance to pay attention to your squad. And I saw that swagger joy. He was throwing them bows, Bernaco.
Yeah, he's not no slouch. He's he can play. He always finds himself around the ball for a rebound and stuff like that. He can play. He's a good baller.
He works. He has fun at it too. He kind of, now that you said that, he kind of looks like he belongs on the Hawks.
It seems like that he was playing on that team last year.
Yeah.
As I said, you guys haven't missed a beat. You graduated 3 players that I named of. I'm not sure how many other players that you graduated, but you basically have the same team.
That was it.
I mean, even the rookies, they're not rookies anymore. The Kedians, the Barrios, and the Perezes. I mean, they're out there, and it's like, put it this way. In all seriousness, you only have one person on the Hawks that knows what it feels like to taste defeat, and that's Kyle White. The rest of those boys have never lost.
Yeah.
So they act like they're supposed to win.
Basically.
I ain't mad at that.
That's what we try to teach them. Go out there, work hard for 40 minutes, 1 quarter at a time, and then
see what happens
at
that.
the end.
Mm-hmm. Now, I say realistically, but if you guys make me out to be wrong and a liar, I'm certainly not hating that. I said last week, gentlemen, that realistically, the Hawks are not going to go undefeated. We've only seen that once in 25 years. Mm-hmm. But, who am I? I mean, you guys came out like gangbusters. You guys came out pressing. You might have showed your hand to a team that you got coming up.
I don't think,
because I saw kid folks write notes, Jovan.
I don't think so. I mean, everybody's going to take a note or two, which is good. We should be taking notes too. But at the same time, what we do is try to worry about us. Mm-hmm. We find so much time worrying about every other team, we'll forget about us. So we keep us right, worry about what we do. When we get out on the floor, it should be fine.
I see you guys taking a lot of perimeter shots. Yeah. There's only been one team that has been able to maintain living and dying by the three-pointer, and that was the 2009 champions, the Pistons.
Yeah.
That has never been done before.
No.
So, I mean,
Trust me, we don't. That's not the game that we preach. And that's
so they're just jacking them up.
Yeah, they jack them up.
That's not what we encourage.
Yeah, so
at the same time in practice, we have a good time, and a lot of the kids are hitting them in practice. And our motto is, practice the way you play. And sometimes they get out there, no matter the situation, and take one. Don't mean that you're supposed to be taking one in that particular situation, but I guess if you're open, shoot it. If you miss it, no. If you make it, yeah.
Jovan, you've had that same smile on your face since the last show here last year. You've never wiped that smile off your face. And I know you guys, and let me tell you something. It's pretty cold out there.
Yeah.
Blizzard conditions. We had a nor'easter yesterday. And I know you guys were sweating walking in the building with them jackets.
Yeah.
That's sweet. It's a nice commodity right there, man.
It's not something you're going to forget about. You win the whole thing, first team 16-0 the 25th year. Who's going to forget about that? Every time you look in the book, damn, who did that?
Yeah.
16-0, 25th anniversary.
The greatest team of all times.
Hey, that's what they say.
Well, that's what I say.
We never said it, but that's what
You didn't have to say. I said it for you.
We thank you.
It's conceded when you're talking about yourself, so if someone else talks about you, it's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's all fun.
Speaking about fun, practices this year thus far. There's only been a handful of them, less than a handful of them. How are your practices? Are they loose because, you guys got that jacket? You guys are, the smile's still on your face, or, tell me about your practices. I'm certainly not trying to get into the game plan, but about the practice and stuff, because I know that you guys have historically been disciplinarians, not taking any cred. And I know you guys still don't take any cred. But how are your practices now? You've only lost a few players, so you picked up a few players, you basically have the same team.
I mean, our approach before we probably even seen our team, we probably might have was going to take it light and be like, we got our jackets, we good, but then when we get there,
we figure out it ain't us.
We see the team, we see the league, and we see our chances, it's another open buffet again, so we hungry again, so we just.
I know a guy in this league who would say something like, butt cheeks got tight.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, this year the butt cheeks are tighter than ever. Just because they're kids and we got a group of kids. You don't want them to feel bad when the loss comes. Losers come in every game, wins and losses. We coach them. Don't think about last year 16-0.
Yeah.
One game at a time, and we trying to get these kids ready to go so they don't feel like they're going to lose the game.
I understand that one game at a time mentality. You've played 2 one game at a time thus far. And you haven't even come close to losing. But before we continue, we're going old school trivia question. This week's trivia question is as follows. Put up the slate. Who was the last team to defeat the Hawks? That's the trivia question. The answer will be given to you at the end of the program. Right now, I'm your host, the Dudster, Nestor Dudley, back here in the studios of ATR with the coaching squad of the Hawks. We're talking Bernaco, Stroud. We're talking Jovan, Walcott. We've come on today at 7 p.m. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week, but after 19 seasons of 7:30, beating out Jeopardy every week, we decided to move 30 minutes ahead because after 19 seasons, the old Dudster don't have the energies that he once had.
So you decided
I
to
want to
take
take my
on-
time breaking down. So 7 p.m. start. So right before the trivia question time, now you all ain't going over game plan on me. I mean,
No.
because I don't know those mics were still live. You want to give up no game plan, because I know a couple of Laker coaches that are glued to this TV set. Because you guys know who you're playing this weekend, this Saturday.
It's gonna be a good one.
Should
Looking
be
forward
fun.
to it.
Hopefully it's fun, less stress. Hopefully the referees
Do you
don't
honestly
have a lot
think,
to do with the game. but-
Javon, let me ask you. So you said less stress. Do you honestly think? Now I know you guys have won, 47 straight games. I understand that. But do you think it's going to be less stress when you're coaching up against a team being coached by Reverend Bernard Stroud, your cousin B.D. Amos, Andy Robinson? Are you going to tell me that there's going to be no stress?
I don't think no stress.
Okay.
I just mean our team. If we come out and play Hawk basketball, whether it's tight or not, we should have, from my point of view, a less stressful game with our own team. Lakers got a good team. Like I said, we just got to worry about us. No stress from us. Play basketball. Whatever happens, if they leave it on the floor, coaches are good.
And what did exactly you say the game plan was for Saturday?
Play basketball.
Couldn't trip you up.
Bill Belichick.
Play basketball.
It is what it is.
That's it.
This year's squad, as we mentioned at the tap, this is a hustling squad. And I had said last week that there were two teams that I see flying up and down that court, the Hawks and the Celtics. We talk about the Lakers. The Lakers seem like the only team that has like the majority of the beefage in the NBL.
Yeah.
Sixers got some beef. Sauna's got like a couple of beefies. There's really not a lot of beef on your team. Not to get confused with scrap. There's plenty of scrap on your team. There's really not a lot of beef.
Well, if you look, my bad.
No, go ahead.
If you look on paper, you would call the Lakers balanced. And if you look on paper on our roster, we'd be imbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
But us as coaches, Lakers or any other team's coaches, you can come out and see what you can get the best out of your guys. You can't coach them to be like another team. You work with what you got, pick out the things they can do. Don't ask them too much that they can't do. Keep it moving.
Talking about the Lakers, their roster, Casey Staton, Kevin Alacon, Wilden Sertle, Sir Charles St. Jeans, Ung Mo, Danny Carmona, Sean Young, Sean Carlson, Tyrone Frank, Neville Beefage, Kyle Gillespie, Reverend Bernard Stroud's favorite player, Gene Sylvain, Andre Freeman, Mike Almeida. I don't know how Andre Freeman ended up on the Lakers. The Lakers had the 6th pick in the draft, and I talked to Beanie Amos. He had no idea who they were going to pick because of the way that the draft was. The talent pool was so close. Beanie did tell me that he was glad that he picked before the Hawks, because I like to think that if the Lakers passed up on Andre, there was no way Andre was getting out of that first round. I mean, you guys got the best point guard in the league. You guys got a point guard, in my opinion, could be in the starting backcourt in any team in the GBL. Mm-hmm. But would you guys have taken Freeman if he dropped to you first round? And this is not to hype up Freeman. I was just.
No, I mean, Freeman's he's a good player, and I mean, I wouldn't have mind coaching him.
Drafts are funny, man. It's about who's there, who's going to fit in your squad. But with us, like you said, Allie's good enough if we wanted to move him to 2 if we can pick Andre. But anybody not to pick Andre just because of whatever, you got to have a particular reason not to pick him. Mm-hmm. Drafts go, like I said, whoever needs whoever on their team and they think they're going to fit well, you just go ahead and move on to the next guy. But, I mean, yeah.
Speaking of Allie, was there any truth to the rumor that Allie wanted to wear the purple and gold this year?
Nah.
Was there any truth to that?
Nah, I think there was some tampering going on off season and everything. Rumors was going out, trying to, disturb the household, but everything's good, man. He knows he's loyal.
I was actually talking to BD Abrams, and he accused you of tampering with Sir Charles.
He
couldn't find his jersey opening weekend, Bernaco.
You're right. That could be possibly true.
No comment.
Yeah.
No comment. Speaking about no comment, where's Milton Stroud? Is he adding to that notebook?
Hey, you said it was blizzard.
I mean, Milton Stroud. Milton Osborne. I'm looking at Bernaco Stroud. Milton Osborne.
You said it was blizzard-like conditions. He didn't want to lose his parking spot. And I can't be mad at that. So
You don't want to see
Big Mill.
You don't want to see Big Mill getting upset over the parking spot. So we'd rather represent for him than having to go get him out of somewhere.
Now, we had spoke earlier that blizzard conditions out there. The Malden Public Schools closed today, closed yesterday, obviously. So when the public schools are closed, that means on a Thursday, that means there are no practices in the Malden Neighborhood Basketball League. So every team has had, I think, 5 practices, no more than 5 practices.
Yeah.
So straight up, are you guys happy to have the night off, or do you guys wish you had practice considering who you're playing this weekend? I'm not sure who you're playing Sunday.
We don't have a game Sunday.
You don't have a game Sunday,
we got one game,
all your energies is into this one team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're kind of disappointed that there isn't practice tonight. Because, like I said, we're looking forward to this game, and it's kind of a measuring stick to see where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have Laker roots. There's no question about that, and that's no secret.
That's one of the reasons why we look forward to this game.
And that's no secret.
Yeah.
And BD Abrams got love for both you guys. He looks at you as kinfolk as well. He's told me this. But he's also told me that The last 3 years of the Hawks, he swept the Hawks out of the league. You guys were probably players on the team. And you guys have been thorns in B.D. Amos' sides. You guys took the Hawks.
You play for the Lakers too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So B.D. was certainly happy that you guys hung your man up.
Yeah.
B.D. also told me that he wished last year was the Lakers and Hawks, because although he would have loved to see you guys run the table, he would have loved to crush your groove too. I think he's already beaten you. I think the Lakers have only beaten you guys maybe 2 regular season games since you guys come back. Possibly 3.
Maybe
2
3.
I can think of.
I think
maybe
it's
3.
I think it's 3.
That don't make him happy.
But you know,
It don't make Rev happy either.
we're not here to make other teams happy.
Yeah.
You're true Lakers.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not here to make friends.
Nah.
You know, so hey.
When it's 000, it's not but love, man. In between
Yeah,
the
in
lines.
between that, yeah. Like during the game, it's not my uncle, it's not my cousin.
No.
All of that.
Well, that's for sure, but I got to tell you, their coaching tendencies have rubbed off on you guys. I see
Yeah.
you guys throw the hat.
yeah.
I see you guys
Yeah.
get up. You guys even come up with your own phrase.
Yeah.
And what? Whether you guys are playing or not. I mean,
I see myself coaching like those guys, how I was coached when I played for them. So, yeah, something like that.
I mean, I learned how to work the refs now, though. You know, my uncle showed me on, you know, how to work them now and try to get them to make the calls for you and stuff.
but when he showed you at your expense.
Yeah, he showed me. Yeah, he did. I remember that game too. He told the ref what to call, and then the ref. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was
So
it 3 seconds?
I think so.
You don't forget about stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Costas.
Is that why you don't invite Uncle over to the barbecues to get some of that jerk chicken?
It's during the off season, so you know it's all good. You can come through.
So, obviously you guys would love to repeat, but are there any other teams out there right now, from your estimation, that are pretty tough teams? Actually, my man Waldo's telling me, welcome back, Waldo. How come you never come here on the first week? Is it time for the Rollins? Okay, the Rollins going to be a little bit different. I actually don't have any footage. I do have footage, but I didn't edit it because I'm just lazy. But I'll just give the scores. So big game, you ready? Put those scores up. Last week, the week of January 8th, first game, Hawks, Sixers, and Hawks ain't skipping a beat, 54-31. Blake Coughlin, high man for the Sixers with 11 points. Kyle White led all scores with 17 points. The Hawks are 1-0, winners of their 17th straight game. Second game, Lakers Kings 52-41. Lakers victorious over the Kings. Fevrin, high man for the Kings, 11 points. Andre Freeman led all scores with 14 points. The Lakers improve, the Kings drop. Third game, Bullets Pistons 43-15. Yes, Bernaco, that's not a typo. 43-15. Philippe led the Bullets with 12 points, and John Carmelo led all scores with 13 points. As the Bullets dropped, the Pistons improved to 1-0. First game Sunday, Kings Pistons 47-21. Carmelo led the Pistons with 16 points, and our Blaze led all scores with 32 points. Kings dropped to 0-2. Pistons improved to 2-0.
How do you have
second game?
They only had 21.
That was. See how messed up that game was? It must have been 12 points. But in any case, Sixers victorious, 4 points better than the Celtics, 45-41. It's live television. What the hell? Lamb led all scores with 24 points as the Sixers improved to 1-1. Celtics dropped to 0-1. And the third and final game, Hawks, Sonics. I mean, damn, when's the next time these guys are going to lose? Probably. I can't see it. Hawks 51, Sonics 36. Georgia's led all scores with 17 points as the Hawks improved to 2-0. Winner of their 18th straight game, Sonics dropped to 0-1. And that's what happened this past weekend. The trivia question, who was the last team to beat the Hawks? And the answer, it was March 8th. It was 2009. The Hawks lost by 1 point, 45-44. Kyle White, that's not wrong. I looked up, that's not wrong. Don't try to say it was the Kings, because it wasn't the Kings. You go to the website, atrlive.com. Kyle White led all scores with 17 points. And as I said, Kyle White is the only Hawk to ever, on this team, that has ever tasted defeat. So that was the last time you guys have lost. 20-yard now.
I didn't know that.
Well,
I didn't know
you go to the website, it's up there. weekly Around the Rim Award. So let's kick it. Player of the Week, John Camillo of the Pistons. Coach of the Week goes to David Tang, first-year coach, Pistons. Gone is Paul Conrad. Team of the Week, it cannot be any other team except for the Hawks. There's no way in hell.
Who that? Who
Who them Hawks? These gentlemen would have beat me down if the Hawks. But they're going to like this. Woo of the Week for the first time ever, a triple woo. Bernaco, Stroud, Jovan, Walcott, Milton, Osborne. When you guys have won 18 straight games, this collective woo is for the three of you. Woo! And now on to the official standings. Remember, if it doesn't match this, it just take official. When I did the standings today, I didn't have to change the Hawks. I didn't have to change the Hawks' positioning. I didn't have to change the Hawks' losses. I didn't have to change the Hawks' percentage. The Hawks has been up there for damn near 12 years. The Hawks on top, followed by the Pistons 2-0, Lakers 1-0, Sixers 1-1, Bullets, Celtics, Sonics 0-1, Kings bringing up the rear 0-2. Next week's games, first game, Kings versus Sixers. Second game, Hawks versus Lakers. Third game, Celtics versus Bullets. And in that second game, the Kin folks are going to go at it in prime time. First game, Sunday's games. First game, Pistons, Sonics. Second game, Kings, Bullets. Third game, Lakers, Celtics. And that second game, will it be regulation or will it be overtime? One of those two teams will win that game.
Kings got a shot.
Now keep going. I don't have my rundown with me. Just keep on slating it. Okay, don't slate it. I'll just talk to the Hawks. I think what the rundown is. I think it's when to watch, when to see them, and all this stuff. Yeah, Around the Rim. This is when you can see it Around the Rim. We are back on Friday nights, 10 in the p.m. We wasn't on last Friday night, and I got a lot of phone calls saying, what happened? We've been watching your show on Friday nights for the past 10 years. Well, back on Friday nights. Mondays, Wednesdays, that's when to watch them. When to watch the games, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. The game of the week is every Friday night. And the game of the week this week, I may or may not play it because we had audio issues. So that's why it says to be announced. When to read them? Every week in the Marlin Evening News. And if you're cheap to spend the 75 cents, you could go to the online home of the Malton Neighborhood Basketball League, the official website, mmbl19.tripod.com, or the online home of Around the Rim, atrlive.com. And if you go to atrlive.com and you go to the 2009 clips and you go to the last clips, you're going to see the roll-ins and you're going to see the scores and you're going to be able to confirm what I said, that the last team to beat the Hawks was the Sonics. It was 45-44. I just don't pull these numbers and stuff out of the air. When I give you facts, I check them and make sure they are facts. Once in a while, if I get something wrong, I'll be the first to say I'm wrong. But on that way, I'm right. But I keep on saying when the last time the Hawks are going to lose, and damn it, the Hawks haven't lost all century. So I just don't see it. So I just don't see it now. But before we start to go into that, gentlemen, are there, again, given the short amount of time that all 8 teams have had to work, are there any other teams out there that could give you guys a challenge? Understanding that any team could win at any time, but any team that could particularly wreck that groove.
I like the Lakers.
Yeah.
I like the
the Lakers, maybe the Sixers when they're all put together. They played this weekend without their point guard and all that other good stuff. So once we start to get rolling in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see teams going at each other every single weekend. So
I also like the Celtics too.
Celtics. They got Ray Hop.
The Celtics can run.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which team is faster collectively out of the Celtics and the Hawks.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Our motto is show them your sponsor.
Yep.
Let them know who sponsors your team, baby.
That's it.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
How much time we got? Go, Ref, go. Oh, we got plenty of time. So we're going over to this weekend. It's going to be the Lakers, and then you're off for Sunday. You don't have any practice tonight. So what do you guys do seriously to keep these guys focused? I mean, they are youngsters, they are young adults, they haven't lost a game in the longest of time. Must be, is it difficult to keep them focused? I mean, you want them to have that swagger and believe that they're the best team in the league. There's nothing wrong with that.
We just, we let them know the little things that's said about them. Like, we let them know what, how Brad Worth Benton always representing through our team right under the table. We let them know certain things like that, so hopefully it lights some fire up under their behind, so
bulletin board stuff.
Yeah, bulletin board stuff. So, I told them if they want respect, they got to earn it. So, until they feel like they get the proper respect, then they don't need that much motivation.
So this team is still hungry then?
Yeah.
Okay, they're not just sitting back, resting on their laurels that they're the defending champs.
The kids that are coming in this season, they want a part of what the kids last season had to experience. Granted, I don't know if there's going to be a 16-0. You know what I mean? I didn't predict that last year. I can't predict it this year. But they just want that. They just want that same. That same
Well, I got to
feeling.
tell you, we don't know if we're going to get 16-0, but 15-1 sounds kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
As long as the one's during the regular season.
As long as that one's not on that last game, everything's good. I'm good.
Too many losses, it doesn't matter how many in the L column. As long as you got enough in the win column and the trophy gets to stay at coach's house, I'm good with that.
I'm glad you brought up the trophies. I mean, does Bernaco even let you sniff that thing? I mean, you get a little shine once in a while.
I go by and visit the family all the time, and I tap it on them on my way in and out. So he tries to get me to take it home, but I got a 2-year-old, and that trophy got some miles on it.
But
So
I will let you know this. I will let you know this, okay? Me and Olympia was out one time, okay? We went away for the weekend. This dude was watching the house, okay? I get this mysterious photo on my phone, okay? The trophy's at his house with his son posing next to it and stuff, right? So instead of coming to do what he was supposed to do at my house, he came and robbed me for the trophy.
Hey, I went to walk the dog. I brought the trophy back, though, I fed the dog and everything. So I figured, I deserved to steal it on him and set him a picture. It was funny, though. It was funny. My son loved it too, but I had to bring it back before he turned it into a toy.
Gentlemen, this 30 minutes has flown by. Thank you for being a guest. Good luck this weekend against the Lakers. Man, there you go. Hawks are so bad, even got their own dance. So next week, we're going to say buenas noches, hooches, cooches. I came in peace. I leave with love. This is for the red, the black, and the green. And I'll be seeing you at the game.
They're playing